everyone. Welcome back to Real English. I'm Emma.
And I'm Michael. Great to see you all again.
So, if this is your first time here, welcome. Real English is all about learning English through natural, relaxed conversations. We talk about interesting topics just like you would with friends.
Exactly. No boring textbooks, no complicated grammar lessons. Just real conversations about real topics.
And today, we're talking about one of the most fascinating countries in the world.
Which one?
India.
Oh, wow. India is incredible. There's so much to talk about.
I know, right? The culture, the history, the food. We could talk for hours.
Easily. Before we jump in, let's show everyone the key vocabulary we'll be using today. Check your screen right now. Got it? Awesome. Let's get started.
All right. So, Michael, have you ever been to India?
I have, actually. I went about 3 years ago. I visited Delhi, Agra, and Jaipur. It's called the Golden Triangle.
Oh, I've heard of that. That's a popular tourist route, right?
Exactly. It covers 3 major cities in northern India, and each one is completely different and amazing in its own way.
That sounds incredible. What was your first impression when you arrived?
Overwhelming, but in the best way possible. India is just so vibrant. The colors, the sounds, the smells, everything is so intense and alive.
I can imagine. I've always wanted to visit. What about the diversity? I've heard India is extremely diverse.
Oh my gosh, yes. India is one of the most diverse countries on the planet. There are so many different languages, religions, cuisines, and traditions. It's mind-blowing.
How many languages are spoken there?
Well, there are 22 official languages recognized by the Constitution, but in total, there are hundreds of languages and dialects spoken across the country.
Wow, that's incredible.
Right? And each region has its own language, food, and customs. Someone from the north might speak Hindi, while someone from the south might speak Tamil or Telugu.
So it's not just one unified culture.
Not at all. It's more like many different cultures existing together under one nation. That's what makes India so fascinating.
I love that. Okay, let's talk about geography for a second. Where exactly is India located?
So India is in South Asia. It's bordered by Pakistan to the west, China and Nepal to the north, and Bangladesh and Myanmar to the east.
And it has a coastline too, right?
Yes, a huge coastline along the Indian Ocean. The Arabian Sea is on the west coast, and the Bay of Bengal is on the east coast.
And isn't there a famous mountain range in the north?
The Himalayas, yes. The Himalayas run along India's northern border. Mount Everest is actually on the border between Nepal and Tibet.
That's amazing. So India has mountains, oceans, deserts. It has everything.
Pretty much. There's the Thar Desert in the northwest, tropical beaches in the south, and everything in between.
Incredible. Now let's talk about history. India has such a rich history, right?
Oh, absolutely. India has one of the oldest civilizations in the world. The Indus Valley civilization dates back over 4,000 years.
Wow, that's ancient.
Right? And then there were so many different empires and dynasties throughout history. The Maurya Empire, the Gupta Empire, the Mughal Empire.
The Mughal Empire. Excited. That's when the Taj Mahal was built, right?
Exactly. Enthusiastic. The Taj Mahal was built by Emperor Shah Jahan in the 1600s as a monument to his wife.
I've seen pictures. It looks absolutely stunning.
Pictures don't do it justice. When you see it in person, it's breathtaking. The marble is so white and perfect, and the architecture is incredible.
I would love to see it someday. Smiles. And then India was colonized by the British, right?
Yes, more serious tone. India was under British rule for about 200 years. It was called the British Raj.
That must have been a difficult time.
It was. But India gained its independence in 1947, thanks to leaders like Mahatma Gandhi, who led nonviolent resistance movements.
Gandhi is such an important historical figure.
Absolutely, nods. His philosophy of nonviolence and peaceful protest influenced civil rights movements all over the world.
That's so powerful. Okay, let's shift to something lighter. Excited. Let's talk about Indian food.
Now we're talking. Indian food is amazing.
Enthusiastic. I love Indian food, but I feel like what we get here isn't always authentic.
You're right. Real Indian food is so much more diverse and complex than what most people think. Every region has its own special dishes.
Really? Can you give me some examples?
Sure, thinking. In the north, you have dishes like butter chicken, naan bread, and tandoori chicken. Pause. In the south, there's dosa, which is like a crispy rice crepe, and sambar, which is a lentil stew.
Curious. What's the difference between North and South Indian food?
Well, northern food uses more dairy products like cream and yogurt, and they eat a lot of bread. Pause. Southern food uses more coconut, rice, and it tends to be spicier.
Laughs. Spicier? Northern Indian food already seems pretty spicy to me.
Yeah, Indian food does have a reputation for being spicy, but not everything is spicy. There's a lot of variety.
What about vegetarian food? I've heard India has a lot of vegetarian options.
Oh, absolutely. India has one of the largest vegetarian populations in the world. Many people don't eat meat for religious or cultural reasons.
Which religions are most common in India?
The majority of people practice Hinduism, around 80% of the population. Then there's Islam, Sikhism, Buddhism, Jainism, and Christianity.
So, religion plays a big role in Indian culture.
Huge, yes. Religion influences everything. Food, festivals, daily rituals, family structure, everything.
That's fascinating. Tell me about some festivals in India.
Oh, there are so many. Excited. One of the biggest is Diwali, which is the festival of lights. People light oil lamps, set off fireworks, exchange sweets, and celebrate the victory of light over darkness.
That sounds beautiful.
It is, smiles. The whole country lights up. Then there's Holi, the festival of colors, where people throw colored powder at each other.
Laughs. That looks so fun. I've seen videos of Holi.
It's amazing. Pause. Everyone just goes out on the streets and throws colors at each other. It's all about joy and celebrating spring.
I love that. What about spirituality? India seems like a very spiritual place.
It really is thoughtful. India is often called the birthplace of spirituality. Yoga and meditation come from India, and people have been practicing them for thousands of years.
Right. Yoga is so popular around the world now.
Exactly. But in India, yoga isn't just exercise. It's a spiritual practice, a way of life.
That's beautiful. Are there special places people go for spiritual reasons?
Oh, yes, there are so many sacred places. The city of Varanasi on the Ganges River is one of the holiest places in Hinduism. People go there to bathe in the river and perform rituals.
I've heard about the Ganges River.
It's considered sacred. Millions of people visit Varanasi every year for spiritual reasons. It's an incredible place, very intense and profound.
Wow. You know, one thing I've heard about Indian culture is the hospitality. Is that true?
Oh, absolutely. Indians are some of the most hospitable people I've ever met. There's actually a saying in Sanskrit which means Atithi Devo Bhava, which means the guest is God.
That's beautiful.
Right? So when you visit someone's home, they treat you with incredible respect and generosity. They'll feed you, make sure you're comfortable. They really go out of their way.
That's so lovely. What about family structure? How important is family in Indian culture?
Family is everything. Indian culture is very family-oriented. It's common for multiple generations to live together in the same house. Grandparents, parents, children, sometimes even extended family.
Really? That's different from Western culture.
Very different. In the West, we tend to value independence more, right? But in India, there's more emphasis on community and family bonds.
That's interesting. Thinking, what about marriage? Are arranged marriages still common?
Yes, they are, but it's not quite what people think. It's not like parents force their kids to marry someone they've never met.
Oh,
In modern arranged marriages are more like assisted matchmaking. Families help introduce young people to potential partners, but the couple gets to know each other and has the final say.
oh, that makes sense. So it's not forced.
Not usually, no. And many young people in cities are choosing their own partners now, just like in the West. India is changing and modernizing in many ways.
Interesting. Speaking of modern India, what about technology in business?
Oh, India is huge in tech. Cities like Bangalore are major technology hubs. Lots of tech companies have offices there, and India produces tons of software engineers and IT professionals.
I've heard that. And Bollywood, we have to talk about Bollywood.
Yes, how could I forget Bollywood?
What exactly is Bollywood?
So, Bollywood is the Hindi language film industry based in Mumbai. It's one of the largest film industries in the world. They produce more movies than Hollywood every year.
Really? More than Hollywood?
Yep. And Bollywood movies are very different from Hollywood movies. They're usually longer, they have lots of singing and dancing, and they're often very melodramatic and emotional.
The dancing looks so fun.
It is. And Bollywood stars are like mega celebrities. People absolutely love them. Some actors have fan followings bigger than most Hollywood stars.
That's incredible. What about fashion? What do people wear in India?
Well, it depends. In cities, lots of people wear Western clothes, jeans, t-shirts, business suits, but traditional clothing is still very common, especially for special occasions.
Like saris.
Yes, saris are beautiful. They're long pieces of fabric that women drape around their bodies, and each region has its own style of tying a sari.
Wow. And what do men wear?
Men might wear a kurta, which is like a long tunic, often with pants called pajamas, or a dhoti, which is wrapped cloth.
It all sounds so colorful and beautiful.
It really is. India is full of color. The clothes, the decorations, the festivals, even the spices in the markets.
Exciting. Speaking of markets, what are Indian markets like?
Oh, they're amazing. Indian markets are chaotic, but in the best way. There are vendors everywhere selling everything: spices, fabrics, jewelry, street food.
It sounds overwhelming.
It can be, but it's also so exciting. The colors, the smells, people bargaining for prices. It's a total sensory experience.
I would love to experience that. Okay, last question. What would you say to someone who's thinking about visiting India?
I would say do it. Absolutely do it. But be prepared for it to be different from anything you've experienced.
Different how?
India can be challenging. It's crowded, it's chaotic, it can be overwhelming. But it's also beautiful, spiritual, welcoming, and absolutely unforgettable.
That sounds like an adventure.
It really is. And Indians are so friendly and helpful. If you're open-minded and respectful of the culture, you'll have an amazing time.
What's one thing people should definitely do in India?
I would say definitely try the street food. I know it might seem scary at first, but it's so delicious. And visit the Taj Mahal, of course.
I'm adding India to my travel list.
You should. It's truly incredible.
All right, everyone. I hope you enjoyed learning about India with us today.
India is such a rich, diverse, and fascinating country. We could talk about it for hours and still not cover everything.
So true. So, if you enjoyed this conversation and want to keep improving your English with us,
Make sure to subscribe to Real English. Hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell.
we post new episodes every week with interesting topics in natural English conversations.
And let us know in the comments, have you been to India or would you like to visit? What interests you most about India?
We love hearing from you.
All right, everyone. Thanks so much for listening.
Keep practicing your English, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Take care, everyone.
Bye. Happy learning.